spot running robot face.
Oh, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Very good. There should be some echoes while we stream Element Spot starts running robot face. And hope you guys are ready. Or whoever is actually here at this time. And it is hello, folks. It's me, I'm Big and I'm back, and we are live playing Unlimited Saga. And yeah, I'll need to actually adjust this thing a little just so that it's a little larger and actually move it up. Move it on up. Move it on up. There we go. Pretty nice. Get the chat nice and big. That's what she said. And center it a little. Yeah, there we go. So we could get things started, huh? I'm not sure if I've done this already. Marcus Rules, thank you for subbing to the channel, as well as Valgoreg, thank you for subscribing to the channel as well. Hopefully we'll get to the nice 4,000 is a little bit lofty for the number of subs at the moment, but yeah. That being said, hello folks, it's me, I'm Big and I'm back, and we are playing Unlimited Saga. The best challenge, bows, earth magic, staffs, or throws only, and we're on our way to blending pellet. And I started off the stream actually with some tablet farming just to see how things go, and apparently we don't actually have to do any tablet farming anymore, because if I press resume here, I'm gonna save state for now to slot 0, but I'm gonna switch over and actually make sure that you guys see my PlayStation 2 screen. Oh, the more I boot IS, no, press resume. And go to slot 6, I think. No, it's slot 7. And so what I've been doing is I went off camera to farm for some magic tablets. There we go. And these are the 3 results. I got a Spriggan Scroll, which is pretty nice if anybody needs to learn Aegis Shield. And it's not the very committal tablet, because you could actually use Aegis Shield regardless of your abilities, and it'll help you tank a little bit. So that's actually an interesting item. Next up, we have the Earth Artist Magic Tablet, which is good, but the only character that hasn't learned Bola yet is Sapphire, so we could give that to her. But most importantly, I was able to farm a Fire Artist Magic Tablet, which is the very final ingredient for us. Howdy, howdy, Mana. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, 4th of July tomorrow. So tonight's probably going to be a today and tomorrow will be the streams that I will actually finally finish Judy's quest. Ruby's quest. But as you can see,
Vicky and Manta, time for Anzan to be a true Earth mage.
Yep, we have not seen. I haven't seen Pellet in a long while. So as you can see here, I've got the Fire Artist tablet, and we're gonna place it here for Anzan to learn. And as soon as he's done learning that, he'll need to spend a little bit more time learning the rest of his spells for Pellet. We have X Arts here for Roy, so we could pop X Arts over here to increase his strength a little bit. Iron Body is the more ideal item, though, but we'll get those once we come to it. I can't remember what I gave Iskandar, but never mind that. Iskandar can actually get the Spriggan Scroll just for a little bit in case he wants to learn Aegis Shield. Kong Ming could get either Eavesdrop or Wood Familiar. And that's fine. Even adaptability at this point is fine. Or Random Familiar. Hero could just pop in a Familiar here. Add a little bit to his magic. And Sapphire could get the Earth level 1. And Ruby could get an Earth Familiar to replace her recently finished tablet here. So yeah, I spent some time off camera doing that. But that being said, I'm going to switch over to my save state because I already went on ahead and made sure everybody's gear is all souped up except for the bows. I need to actually repair some of my bows. I might even just, let's see. Yeah, I might even just switch off the staff here and then use maybe oak or something to give. Oh wait, there's a sniper shot, so not ideal. No, that's not good either. Fine, we'll use the old black bow with all the skills that are there and start repairing it. Yep, and as soon as we're done with repairs, we'll head straight to the deities table. And finally try to finish off the story. Cooper? Nope. Nope. But yeah, I spent some time, like I said, farming off camera. Black Boo. We use quartz as secondary. It's fine. Just as long as you don't lose any skills here. Hope you guys are having some good times. Hopefully don't lose any hearing. Thanks to the large amount of fireworks going on over in the US. And since tomorrow's a holiday, hopefully we get some people up and here on the stream here. And maybe get some rarer visitors. No, you need to use the other bow, the one with the multi and power shots. Okay, block multi-hit bone crusher.
Yeah. Fireworks that shake the windows in my house, and I'm not sure which house they are coming from. LOL.
That's unfortunate. But over here, a couple of things that we found. I found some Twisted Hydra skins, and Twisted Hydra skin is actually part of a really good defensive build set. Because if you look at Twisted Hydra skin, or the equivalent, which is the where are you coming? Or the Hydra boots. These things actually have heat and ice barrier, as well as now poison. Why heat and ice barrier is important is that if you pair it with a roadster, Roadster has lightning evasion. So out of the three major magic attacks with heat, ice, and lightning, this nullifies everything. So lightning evasion, pure physical evasion, a bit of lightning evasion to block lightning attacks, and then heat and ice barrier will give them a lot more of a defense against heat and ice. So usually this is my go-to build for any tanky character that is non-elemental. But anyways, it is now time. Let's leave the secret adventuring behind. It's a bit of a pity that we won't be voluntarily farming for magic tablets anymore, but we'll definitely be able to farm some more.
Gene gonna get smacked, LOL.
Yep. Let's go to the birthplace of Laertolis, to the deities table. This is the High Hopes Lodge at Solifero. And we have a little bit more items that we could buy if we so wish. But no. And we say goodbye to that because we have Veil of Swords and Colosseum Ruins if we want to actually farm for more things. But let's double check our equipment, make sure everybody's well equipped. I think that is everybody. Yep. Adventure log, save scum. Don't worry, folks. It's just a matter of 52 in-game
Gene is
hours.
getting a guaranteed smack. She's the weakest Seven Wonders boss out of all of them.
Yep. Very much so. So, hooray for the deities table. And let's just check out our items. Sort by category and material as per usual. And let's have a look at the status of our characters. First off, Anzan needs to start learning fire magic and just finish off that tablet so that we don't have to worry about it. Roy is fine. Yeah, I gave Iskandar bow arts for some odd reason. Kongming's still learning this tablet. Hero's learning this tablet. Sapphire needs to learn this tablet. And go by character position. Sapphire needs to replace Iskandar. Kongming, Hero. And I've forgotten that Sapphire does not have any magic learned.
A shame, because I like the idea of final bosses that actually have minions. On Saga Remake, change Jean and her knights to lose Rainbringer and have buff spells and just be stronger.
Wait. You're talking about the Unsaga remake? Even though it hasn't come out yet. Did I miss something? Did I actually miss out on something that I'm supposed to know but didn't? Right, so this should actually allow her to learn Boulder, and then she could use Boulder from the Bilks for the rest of the adventure. All part of our plan. Right. Go to slot 1, save. Hopefully we'll get a few more bits of magic for different characters here. But Deity's table is annoying in the fact that...
No, that is what I am saying should happen in the remake. Character limits prevent me from elaborating.
Oh, okay.
LOL, reading too deeply over a sentence mistake.
Sorry, I read too deeply. Alright, let's head over here. And we're getting some strong monsters. That's to be expected. Who the heck are you? Let's go ahead and use...
Hey, we have all read too deeply from a simple OK text.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's use the boulder. And we'll use throw. And we'll keep using boulder on the various flies and the familiars. And you could also use boulder here on the carrion fly. Alright, I need to speed things up a little. Come on. Oh, didn't double take down there. Iskandar, I hope you can go Iskan far with the Iskan throw. Oh. Alright. Alright. Fire arrows, top priority here. Something's reflecting. This does look like an enemy. Boulder, throw, boulder. Boulder, slip. Hush. Good. And okay, just a cyclone, that's good enough. For a ruse, finish your ice the noodles.
Who some of the indie games that you find can really spoil your appetite. Biggie, you ever hear of a game called Fear and Hunger?
No. Spoiling your appetite after a game called Fear and Hunger. I guess you really are a proper punster there. But no, I haven't seen Fear and Hunger. Haven't heard of it. Okay, some more monsters being reflected. But yeah, this is the surreal amount of indie games.
It's a very grim dark cross between survival horror and roguelike. It's very dark and not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, for a name like that, I expect that kind of game though. But there's a huge amount of games being released for the summer sale that are mainly indie.
Just looked up Fear and Hunger. Any game with roguelike in the title is an instant turn off.
Then why'd you look it up? No. Boulder, throw, boulder, boulder, slip. Supersonic.
Now I'm the foolish mortal, in the genre title.
Yep. Save. Because these do drop tablets, if I am correct. Save here.
Just make a damn
Okay.
normal game. No need for generated C asterisk AP.
Well, the roguelike element of a lot of games increases replayability. So can't fault them for trying. Nice.
Fear and Hunger is one of those games that really makes you wonder what the developer thinks about on a regular day, as the story and concepts are YAI dark.
Oh. It does depend. Yes, miss everything. I'll do it a couple more times before I give up.
Yeah, but it's simply an unbalanced experience. You're either too weak or powerful, barely a middle ground.
Oh, we do get magic tablets. Okay. Anyways, fire arrows, ice noodles, overgrowth, cold air. I forgot to actually make sure we have a look at all these little areas. Right. Bold air. Bold air. Bold air. Slip. No. We forgot to use our skills.
Well, to be fair, a sense of being weak can be used to good effect to make an intense and engaging gameplay where you have to think and consider all options and resources at your disposal. But I get what you are saying, Myth. I watched a review for Returnal and the guy went through the issues of roguelikes and he has good points.
Yeah, but instead of the roguelike being a genre, I think, what is it? I do prefer roguelites, where there is progress being made versus no progress being made at all. Right. So we fortune tell with Anzan. And fortune tell with you until you fail, I guess. But we do need a couple of sharp eyes. And diffuse. This needs to be saved. And then fortune teller a few more times. Because we are hoping we get Ruby with Blender. That's the other character who has all her spells for Pellet learned. And also, in comparison to Kurt's quest, I'm happy that we have characters that actually could target multiple enemies. And hopefully you guys aren't getting too bored with me just fortune telling things over and over. Okay. Of course, as soon as I say we're gonna fortune tell things over and over, we end up triggering the critical failure. Hello, Moonster. Exactly 600 HP. We're also kind of as you probably could see, we're way over on the HP limit. So I'm just gonna talk about the next game we're gonna play as well. The game that we're gonna play next with the Gundam, it does have original characters. So might be worth you guys signing up on what kind of characters you want to be. But mostly I wonder if it's Earth familiar. No, it's metal, isn't it?
You used to have your characters be around 600 HP in your original playthrough, so not really over. If you grinded to 900, yeah, that would be much.
Yeah, but you don't really need 600 HP. Like I said, games like Unlimited Saga isn't really hard. The thing is, games like role-playing games trade playtime for the more time you spend playing, the easier the game becomes, right? Are you an enemy? Yes. And that's true with any RPG and games that have experience points.
It does help still.
And the real kind of challenge, the thing about games of that kind of that genre is that
RPG Hub.
yeah, you could actually create games where grinding is not encouraged, or grinding doesn't impact the overall experience, or doesn't make the game easier. Final Fantasy VIII comes to mind. All right, you're done learning, Koming. So we could have you start using bow attacks if we so wish. That's the exit, so this should be another area where we could explore.
Games where grinding isn't encouraged. Minstrel Song.
Yep. Yeah, a game, but that's a real challenge for RPGs as a design point as well. Because how will you make the game interesting? Or keep the game interesting? Uh, and how does the system support that? Where the looking for items and stuff doesn't become a chore. Where the gameplay doesn't become like a grind fest or a chore. And I think expectations of RPGs changed over time. I think I mentioned it earlier when I was talking about the advent of MMORPGs and how after MMORPGs became a thing, you were expected to trade your time.
Well, for one thing, don't be a Dragon Quest 11.
Ah. I haven't tried Dragon Quest 11 though, so hooray for me. Metal familiar? Hello, Mr. Monster Attack. Boulder, throw. I think the only downside of not reloading a save before starting is not being able to encounter a rainbow Gaki.
I
Does-
recommend avoiding it. 90 hours after you get back.
Yeah. It's a huge time investment. And I would compare it to reading, right? Or that's another way of enjoying a media. So after spending 90 hours on a bad book, it's understandable that you'll be upset, right? Fortune teller again. Come on, hero. Don't be a Billy. It's also, if I ever come up with a game, that'll also be something we need to figure out. A system where the battle is not kind of grindy.
TBF, I'd say it depends how much depth the gameplay/combat has in a game. I played Shin Megami Tensei V and it was one of my favorite games that I played in 2022 and my playthrough was 103 hours. And that's not including the DLC. Just make it like Unlimited Saga.
That's a bad take. Making it like Unlimited Saga will definitely make it a grind fest. But I'm just it's gonna have to be like worth the grind. For me, we could
Dragon
appeal
Quest
to
11 didn't have the depth Shin Megami Tensei V had. True, sadly.
Are you still poisoned? Or were you never poisoned in the first place? Schrodinger's poison status.
Hello, Inademon.
Hello, Eden. Hello, Inu Demon. Thank you for pointing out it was Inu Demon who joined us on the chat there. Welcome to the stream.
I actually like Dragon Quest 11 or what I played of it. But hello there.
Oh no, it's a differing opinion from Myth.
Haya in a demon.
Oh no, are we going to have an argument? But yeah, let's just go ahead and do some throws. So I might have a recorded video to start things off. That's my usual go-to way of starting things off in a game. And a recruitment notice of sorts. So that you guys could get dibs on what you want to name characters and what kind of characters you want. Boulder, throw, boulder, boulder, and sleep. Wait, how far are you in the? Okay, you're fine.
At Inademon I did like DQXI from the first part. But when the second part came into view, my fun was slowly decreasing. I was flat out done when I finished the second part and didn't even want to bother with the third part, which was post-game stuff anyway. I was ready to move on to another game.
But yeah, when an RPG has a story to tell, or something that's relevant to tell, I think it's probably just that's in and of itself is probably enough to give it merit, right? Okay.
DQXI is one of those highly praised games, so yeah, I'm going to have a spur taste about it.
Yep.
The story and characters were overrated though. Having it stretched out made the experience duller.
Alright, so let's do some sniper shots here with against the Bird of Heron. Because we do have a chance for okay. There we go, another magic tablet. And where should we go now? Where do we go?
Didn't help that I played the original version when it later released a definitive edition with turbo mode. But it also bloated it even more with 2D sections and the Allies' side of the story in the second part.
Go there. Throw. You could random arrow shot. Go
yeah,
there.
I waited till then
Go
to
there.
try it out.
Oops.
I need that pencil. Wow, you guys don't even need my help. That's what you get with such an insightful strategy.
Oh, look at them enemies. Right? More treasure chests. We'll use diffuse on the Muse. I'll just also spend some time healing. And just fortune teller our way into
Also,
oblivion.
this is a complaint that everyone has. The soundtrack is really underwhelming. Dragon Quest soundtrack isn't that great TBH with some exceptions, but DQXI has an underwhelming score with short music loops that makes the music suffer.
I find it funny how the text to speech says underwhelming. Because somebody typed in underwhelm a couple of times. It's just like how Stewie Griffin says Cool Whip. It's underwhelming, not underwhelming. Thank you, text to speech for entertaining me for a little bit. Let's see who.
Underwhelmed.
Now it does this correctly. So why did it say underwhelming? I can't do the text to speech myself either. Wait, can I? I can if I type it straight into the chat. Underwhelming.
Only because I did a space between the R and W.
All right, chat. Say underwhelming 5 times.
Underwhelming, 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 underwhelming.
Oh, wonderful. I am easily entertained. Are you not entertained? And I do believe the Petroforce is somewhere here.
Also, story and characters doesn't make a video game, it adds the experience. Gameplay makes a video game. And when you have it simplified but the pacing stretched out to make a longer game, the gameplay suffers. Which makes other games like The Witcher 3 overrated.
I do agree to a certain extent that The Witcher 3 could have been better. Well, I wouldn't say could have been better. It's already the best at what it is, but I think there's a certain point where well, I think how should I say this? Witcher 3 has its place as an immersive experience, right? Wow, that's a lot of damage being taken.
I feel like games are varied enough that there isn't really set precedent. It comes down to what exact experience you are going for and how you deliver it. It could have been better if they had more depth to the gameplay. You could have unlockable combo moves and magic instead of getting everything from the start. It's like an arcade-style gameplay format. Set in an open world this game.
Nope. No feathers. I'm going for the last tablet here. Okay. Do 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 do. Two, 3, 4. Save state. Reset RNG. 1, 2, 3.
Hot takes aside, I'ma see how cheap I can get the Final Fantasy games on Steam right now.
Yeah. I do like the fact that people are getting to
Even
appreciate the
so,
classics.
There are certain games where you shouldn't come in with certain expectations. You don't play a new game expecting a highly detailed story.
Yeah. There's a couple of games. I can't remember what game it is though. That was being reviewed. Oh, I'm loving the look of what's it called. It's either called Diver Dave or Dave the Diver. Finally. Sorry for all the flashing lights and the being triggered by all of that. And I do believe this is the Tetraforce, so if we save here. No, it's not. Yeah, let's go ahead and look for the force of the Tetra variety.
Very true. But the inverse can be true, wherein you could make an intricate story to a Doom game. It depends on delivery and how you first present the game to players so they know their expectations.
Yeah.
I know
Or
Doom Eternal did add in a bit more story, but I didn't have a problem with it.
That's a
Expect
lot of
flashback
enemies.
The Doom guy when he was in an arena. His lines were,
okay. I'm reminded of more of what's called, I think, subversions of genres as well. What is it? Spec Up Hardline or something? That's what it's called. And things like this war of mine. Um, that really did its job, trying to tell a story with its gameplay. Okay, more random arrow shots, I guess. Or maybe some sniper shots instead. Wow, even with Phoenix arrows, you're not doing a lot of damage either. Wow. Okay. Iskandar. Hope you can go Iskanfar.
Hi all. Did you mention Spec Ops The Line? If so, then that game is amazing. The gameplay is only so-so, but it's a brilliant deconstruction of the USA war propaganda.
Yeah.
They did have a story to tell in Doom Eternal. It's simply a powerful man destroying an evil cult to save Earth. We get some explanation from the villain, have some help with Robot Samuel, all you need is simply there.
I can't remember where the Tetraforce is. Let's have a...
Well then, Spec Ops The Line isn't a very good game then. It's a game that exists.
Flow like water. There are no weak aspects to my tactics.
With that being said, hello 44.
Yep. Wonderful take there, Smith. Wonderful. But yeah, just so that you know, if it, we know you don't appreciate a good story. If it doesn't come with a good game.
It's a mid-tier game then.
That's the exit. I think the there we go.
I think that Spec Ops is a product that is valuable and achieves something that would be hard to achieve in other mediums. Mid-tier gameplay, but when you are shooting Americans it hits hard. Yes, I have 44. It's all matter of personal tastes, as the only bad games are heavily monetized and buggy as heck with no testing.
Yep. Let's go ahead.
Since all other games of that era you fought against evil enemy country enemies.
Yep. Definitely. Look at all of them level 1 tablets.
I'm tired of hearing these people praise these games that have lackluster gameplay, but it's still considered a good game. No, it's not. They are mid-tier games that put more effort in style over substance.
Okay, I get your take then.
Oh.
The whole style over substance thing is I understand. But It's not. It's the
Surprisingly, I don't really care for most popular games too. Without good substance, you get a meh game with high style and presentation substance.
you can't argue though that is a important game for what it set out to achieve. Let's see. Sharp eye. Yeah, let's pop in this for now. We already have Boulder learned. Not like we're gonna get a
Never
chance.
got into stuff like Fortnite, Destiny, and even modern Call of Duty.
Yeah, we already learned the necessary spells.
Yup, true. But then, how would you rate visual novels? They are purely story/visual/voice acting with minimal or no gameplay often. I'm just curious. A lot of other popular stuff too I am missing. You cannot forget gameplay, because as soon as you do, you end up with nothing but lots of nice pictures. Juan Montes. That's how you get games like Drake and Guard, Spec Ops The Line, Witcher 3.
Okay, let me just use this a few more times.
Visual novels aren't video games, those are digital books that takes up GB space.
Yeah, I know that would be your take, but
Witcher 3 I honestly can agree is meh.
Iron Will, Sword Arts Online.
Hey, if I'm one of those hot take contrarians with bizarre takes, then so be it.
Getting Earth familiar, which is not the most ideal thing of all times.
Haha, yeah, true enough.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put in Sharp Eye over here. As fun it is to get the Earth tablets. Do we want a throw panel? Or
For Witcher 3, I really didn't like the animation of Geralt. Clunky and awkward to move around.
water, earth, and water? I guess we could have Coming learn a few more earth spells. If he hasn't learned some already. Roy could either get Locksmith or Quick Fix. Quick Fix is probably the dump panel in this case. We've gotten a Water Familiar over here for Hero to improve his stats a little. We have Iron Will, which is an interesting skill to have. And a Metal Familiar.
I literally look up a long
for
play of
Judy.
a visual novel and I saved myself $50 to $60 on buying a copy. At the 44th I did feel that too when trying out that game. Games are a medium of entertainment which can produce many different experiences with different styles from pure gameplay to narrative or both. At the end of the day I would say it's more about your entertainment value out of the money spent.
Right. And as we jump into this Mirror of Time, let's go ahead and finish this quest, shall we? Hello, Big Boyd. Shattering our expectations. And we'll just use Bold Air. Oh wait, completely forgot to have you start continuing to learn this magic tablet here, as well as you learn this magic tablet here.
If you feel like you were sufficiently entertained by your purchase, then the game was good. There isn't really a benchmark I would say except in the case of heavy monetization or game stability. Well, my main entertainment value is gameplay, simple. Having good story and characters really does make the experience better. I wasn't denying that. My point is that when you don't have good gameplay, you don't have a good game.
Right?
Bad gameplay null and voids good story and characters. I rather watch the cutscenes on YouTube.
So what I'm taking from Myth's take is that if you don't have a game with good gameplay, you don't have, I wouldn't say a good game. I think not a. I think we need to distinguish between a good game and a good experience. I'll say that. So but that's still being said, it's a little bit, there's a distinction where Myth wants, I think that's the distinction you wanted to make. Just to be clear. Let's see if a couple of these throws will go through. Wow, playing the game at normal speed now feels slow. Gave us a magic tablet at the end anyways. Meditación. Earth Veil. Meditación. Okay. Let's see what I'm going to save at slot 1, I guess. And see what tablets are being shown up. Fire Artist. Wonderful. Let's see who will actually want it then. I think Kongming needs it more than anyone else.
Oh, nice. Didn't know that bird gave magic tablets.
Yep, the big bird does. Fire Familiar, Earth Familiar? Yeah, Kongming needs his Fire Artist tablet to blend some more spells. Architect Bow Arts Diplomacy Cave Guide. Eavesdrop Punch. Heal Arts, that's pretty good as well. Let's speed things up and see if we have any other tablet Torinos. Okay. Sharp Eye, Earth Familiar, Adaptability, Iron Body for some odd reason. Oh, Arts for some odd reason. Water and wood. Fortune teller. Master magician. Thank you. Let's see if there's anything redeeming. Some line of keys. Couple more times. Sharp eye. Shield is part of the final set of things. 2. I'm going to actually give Ruby the fortune teller, I think. This way she has a chance to get what was I going to say about that? Fortune teller for Ruby. So she has a chance to get Blender. Adaptability is fine. Architect.
Dang
Punch.
it, a bunch of the Final Fantasy games are not on sale.
Which ones aren't on sale? You know, I have a kind of like a hunch. No, I can't. I can't risk it. I can't risk not giving Hero a line of magic here. Let's go fortune teller, I guess. Yeah, we're not using Blender for Sapphire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh. Yeah. I was thinking if there's any kind of like
I definitely agree with heavy monetization and game stability. Heavy monetization is simply having the game progress via real money, which is scummy. No satisfaction for playing game with your skills.
yeah. I'm just gonna give up on the Blender for Sapphire. The only thing I don't like about doing
It's
this.
pay to win C asterisk AP.
Yeah. That is probably the worst thing that of the worst trend of how gaming gets right now. But I think you have to at least uh, just playing the little bit of devil's advocate here. Gameplay for without pay to win stuff. Twitch streamers won't have careers. Like the top games that are being streamed are from Twitch streamers, are from pay to win titles.
Hee 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 hee.
Yeah. And off she goes.
That's why I got really tired of these gacha mobile games. And it's also why I avoid Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail.
That's but you can't deny it's the most monetizable form of gaming right now.
For game stability, you were referring to frames per second, right Manta?
Alice Ambrosia.
Hey, there we go. That's a really rare screen that we are actually seeing. So there's Alice Ambrosia, which is the
I don't care about popularity, that's not what I'm talking about.
Alice Ambrosia, which is the equivalent of Iskandar's well,
As a game structure, game monetization stinks. Trophy congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Rest Ream chat.
but anyways, this is Alice Ambrosia, which is the main character. She's the Merlin equivalent, right? Because Merlin is his other name is Ambrosius. So that's another Knights of the Round Table Arthurian legend reference. So
Oh, game stability also includes bugs and glitches and crashes.
thank you, Myth. I'm in the middle of trying to explain the plot here, but thank you anyways. So it's no time for napping, Alice. It's time to seal Pharaohs, and we need for you to be ready. Yes, I'm fine, Lord Iskandar. I can do it. I'm just having a bad dream. A dream? Unable to fight on my own accord, I lost the battle.
Now this must be a dream. I mean, I'm Ruby, not Alice.
Hey, you finally woke up. Oh, Leia Torles. And another incarnation of Iskandar here. Yep, I had a dream you were there, but quite a bit older. Fine, time to be dreaming, you lazy bum. We're about to slay Draco Arceus. Okay. But they're in the flying island, right? What's so funny, Leia Torles? Iskandar, even you're going to get old and wrinkly one day. So this is a young Iskandar. Like, look at all the sprites Iskandar has, right? He has one older sprite, and this one, Leia Torles has a sprite.
Who are these people? Okay, this has got to be a dream. It's way too bizarre.
Are you really going through with it? And that's an older Iskandar. And that looks a lot like Ruby. Are you saying I shouldn't, Iskandar? You may be unsurpassed in another world, but here you're merely an old man. So this is his original world, right? I don't intend to stop you. What happens in this world is all up to you. Up to all of you, yeah. Have no fear. Control arcane relics and the spell tablets, magic tablets ultimate spell.
Is that me? This must be another dream. Hero?
Ruby? Sapphire! Ruby's awake!
Right. That was a lot of exposition. So we already saw Alice Ambrosia having a sprite. We already have Iskandar having a sprite. Like 3 separate instances of Iskandar that all have different sprites, but never used in game as a character. And it does insinuate that Ruby, like this timeline, Ruby's timeline, as she got older is Iskandar's timeline, as like the real Iskandarian timeline, or I'm not sure if that ruby that was displayed in that part of the quest is actually the same ruby in this quest either, right? But we already talked about Iskandar and how he only grows old in his own timeline.
Arcanian relic. Is that referring to the Arcanian mech?
It could be. The Arcanian mech is... the Arcanians are everywhere. The Arcanian mech is the one that's actually in... Starship Anchor. I have a headcanon now. I have a headcanon. You know how there's something called a space elevator, right? The Starship Anchor could be a space station that's anchored, a place where the space elevator is being anchored down on Earth. An Arcanian mech could refer to...
Only they make a cannon small enough to wear on your head.
That just derailed me completely from my headcanon. Anyways, yeah, it could refer, because Arcanian mechs are futuristic items, right? And they did say that all the Arcanians left. So probably they all went to space and severed the anchor. So it could be, so it just could be that they've left, leaving behind all these relics. Like otherwise, an anchor wouldn't make sense. So that probably could be a hint to what actually happened to the Arcanians. I mean, why would you have something that's anchoring, like an old wonder that anchors you down to where you are? Well,
that makes a lot of sense. They also escaped to the one place not corrupted by capitalism, LOL.
Spy. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Now that that's out of the way, let's continue on the main story, shall we? Hello. And this is just another spot where we could just say how detailed the sprites are, right? Too bad you could only see like half of it. Have an answer, you two? Yes, though I'm not sure you'd call it an answer. Fortune telling gives me powers to see, like seeing the world with two eyes, no more no less. That's all it is. It's not a special power. I realized all I have to do is look at things normally. Wow, that's my conclusion too. We feel uneasy about not knowing the future, and it's okay to feel that way. What about becoming an adult or getting older? I don't want to think about that now, and I don't have to. Becoming an adult and getting older, like it or not, I'll have to think about it sometime, but not right away. It's a strange take. Well, not right now, but a take of being in the moment is actually quite fine as well. So now is now. I just need to live in the present. That's how I've gotten this far. Okay, good take for a 17-year-old to have, at the very least. Do rather relax, Ruby. Are you alright now? Yep, I feel like I had a lot of dreams. But they all went poof as soon as I saw our hero's silly face. Well then, I want you to do a reading. Omens about going to the Hanging Gardens. So what do you see? Didn't wish for this reading, but it's the end of the world. Again. Okay. That's the thing. Here's another bit of headcanon. Again. End of the world in this case could probably mean end of the adventure. It's a representation of ending one quest. Right? So as soon as we finish one of the stories, one of the timelines, the world ends. Reality ends. At the very least for that particular character. Mine's different, yep. Feels like more. It ends and then it begins again. So this is more fourth wall breaking-ish, where after you finish the game, you could actually restart the game and play again. A reading that's different from my sister's. Maybe I'm wrong. That's not like you, Ruby, the gutsy girl who tells.
Oh, he's right. The reading's result can be changed, just like I did back at the shop. It'll all work out just fine.
Yeah. Okay. And if we head to the birthplace of Lair Torles, nothing more, nothing less. We have the hostel co-op. And with that, we've unlocked the adventure to the Hanging Gardens. I'm going to go ahead and look around a little bit to see if there's any items that we might want to purchase. But otherwise, we're going to spend some time in the Hanging Gardens. Make sure that... what's his name? Gets his magic learned. Anzan. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed for any chance of getting a magic blender.
Anzan and Kongming.
Anzan, Kongming, and don't forget Hero. He still has a chance. It's like Anzan is for sure getting his blender blended. But then as for Kongming, well, he needs to get the blender panel. Hero already has all the spells learned. And also we're at the point of no return because we unlocked the final adventure as well. So with that being said, I think I'm going to get started on the final adventure right as soon as we're done here. And then we'll try to finish that quest next time. Also, because I do believe the Hanging Gardens is the longest of all the 7 wonders. So it's probably worth doing that. Obsidian dagger, useless, but not for
I
long.
had totally forgotten what Ambrosia and Liet Torles looked like.
Like Lair Torles, I kind of remember, but I couldn't remember that Alice Ambrosia looks exactly like my wife. Well, when she was my wife before I got into the accident, she now is a little bit how should I say this? She had to develop a fair bit of muscle to pull me around. So if you could imagine like buffer Alice Alice
Yes,
Ambrosia.
starting Biggie's wife in Unlimited Saga.
All right, I think that's everything. Let's save. Get started.
That would be hilarious to see. Biggie's wife fumbling through an essay and Biggie teaching her. Or maybe she's also an expert. It is a form of exercise, pushing and pulling heavy weight.
Yep. And point of no return. Here we go. Who does this guy think he is? Making us collect this useless junk. I'll swear I'll get him. Okay, let's go. And yeah. We'll sort the items one more time. Make sure that people are learning the correct tablets. Yes. Here. And level 3 tablet being learned. Okay.
That scenery looks amazing.
It does, doesn't it? It's probably one of the most beautiful bits of art that you could actually see in game.
I need full art of Leaf Twirl so I can see if I can make my character look like him in FF14.
I'm not sure if there's... you know who's full art I need?
Unlimited Saga's gorgeous art style really shining here.
Yep. This is probably the best of all the various art styles here. I mean, if you look at the... this garden right here, I would love to have all the artwork like show up. Oh great, I've forgotten that there's waterways. Oh well. Fortress Primus. Look at that. Look at all them bits of art. And I've been avoiding coming here to the Hanging Gardens too, because it's 1,000 turns quest.
Imagine Unlimited Saga having loading screens with these art pieces in between. Still glad Unlimited Saga has next to no loading screens.
That's one thing that's pretty cool about Unlimited Saga, by the way, is the lack of loading screens. Gotta do wind whistle, baby. Don't die, please. Okay. I like the flowers or plants in the background with that looks like butterfly wings as well, like over here. Okay, fire arrows. That's the most important one.
Good thing to consider doing. I have Soul Calibur 6, someday I'll make Unlimited Saga characters on there. SCVI's character creation is out of this world.
Yep.
I took a peek to see if there is an art book of Saga drifting around on eBay. For some reason the customers also purchased section has a bunch of hentai. LOL.
Great. Great. Great, Mana. Great way to get me cancelled.
Naughty eBay.
Yeah, I'm savoring it a little, savoring the battles a little bit. Some random bits of Fang and stuff showing up.
On SA hentai. eBay here I come.
Figuratively. Or literally. Your choice. I mean, there's gotta be... Okay, let's not discuss things further. I just don't want to get demonetized even further than I already am. But yeah, so for the next game that I'm playing, which is going to be Gundam, right? There are certain character types that the game has.
Anzan anybody? Haha, going back on track now.
So many holes. So many holes. That being said, let's throw... let's have Iskandar do some throws, while Sapphires do some arrows. That's gonna do very minimal damage considering the heat resistance. Okay. Wait, who did I put the heat resist on? I can't remember. Okay, so we need this spell, like these two spells. And we'll just be able to blend them right before the final adventure, I think. Look at that.
Has the heat resist, I think.
I think, no, there's two characters that has the resistance. Is this indoor? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm just looking through all the wonderful art on the top left. Yeah, tomorrow will be the series. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good idea or not for tomorrow to be the series finale. I mean, it is the 4th of July, so most people will probably be enjoying fireworks.
All I can hear outside my window is fireworks and fire truck sirens lol.
Yeah. So I just want you guys' opinions if I should finish the game tomorrow on the 4th of July evening, or would you rather me do that on a separate day? But I mean, it's a good day to finish.
Yeah, I know I will, so don't do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Look at that! Look at that art. This is probably the most beautiful Unsaga has been. Like this is like, yeah. So I'll probably take a day. Either I'll take a day off tomorrow. Yeah, I'll either take the day off tomorrow, or I might stream a little bit later, or earlier, just to finish off Unlimited Saga.
I vote for the day most people can make it. I am free whenever. And yeah, the art is good.
Okay, so most likely tomorrow, I'm going to spend a day recording stuff then. What else? Okay, Iskandar. So tomorrow, yeah, I'll make a video for tomorrow as soon as I'm done here. And as an announcement,
Yeah, taking the day off tomorrow might be a good idea considering the holiday.
yep. Okay. So I'll do as much as I can for today's little quest, and I might end the stream a little early. Throw and please don't die. Okay. Border whistle border. Can't even imagine doing 700 odd damage using boulder here. I do believe you're supposed to.
Just to check, Ruby is the last character for Unlimited Saga that you haven't finished, this
Yep.
time?
Yes. The thing is, I am not sure what you're supposed to do in this particular quest. Maybe you're supposed to just finish. Look at those fountains. Ridiculous. High point. I think you're supposed to just go through all of the various bits of the garden. Ortus Primus in water. Just looking at all this artwork. Look at that. Ortus Medius. The worst thing I could do right now is actually ending the quest without actually getting Blender. Oh, blended the spell. So I'll need to actually make sure that I finish Pellet. Yeah, Ruby is the last character of this second run through. So after this, it'll be a while before I do Unlimited Saga again. Unless, of course, I have a announcement that says Unlimited Saga is getting a remake. Then we'll do Unlimited Saga again. But considering the amount of time Unlimited Saga is actually taking since the announcement of the remake, I'm not sure if it's going to be related to the spell that must not be named. But things might have been delayed a little bit. Yeah, but we need to actually finish the Magic Blender. I might actually even spend some time off camera making sure that I have the spells learned.
Thanks for all the hard work. I just need to catch up with all the other chars. But I will definitely miss watching it live almost every day.
Don't worry. I mean, you'll be joining in on the fun anyways. If you ever decide to join me for my Gundam playthroughs. I mean, Gundam's going to be a long project. Definitely, because it's a ton of episodes. And I also have to decide between... Ooh, there we go. I also have to decide whether if I'm going to or was I deciding to play with or without loading up another save. The Gundam game is actually part of a trilogy of games, and what happened is, for them to be able to fit in that much content, as much content as they did, they first came up with a game called G Generation, and G Generation was a game where it was the first of its kind. Nice, now poison. Anzan. Yeah. The G Generation was the first of its kind. And what I mean by that is it's one of the first games to put the Gundams in their own little universe and play as a strategy game. And they were trying a couple of different things with the game. They wanted to add, say, a multiplayer so that people could enjoy the the game in a like a chess-like fashion where different gun you could pilot different Gundam characters or different Gundam mechs, and the game functions more like a what do I call it? It functions more like a chronicle or a database for Gundam fans, because it has like a synopsis, like a really detailed synopsis of Gundam up to 2000. That's not what I wanted to actually do, did I? But yeah. So the game first came up with G Generation, which is the first of its series, and it detailed Gundams up to that point. And then they created G Generation 0, which adds a bunch more references and other scenarios. And what they did is, so that like the fans of the older games, if you actually bought in, if you bought the original game, which is G Generation, you could load up a save file of 100% completion from G Generation to play G Generation 0. So,
That's what you get with such an insightful strategy.
and what happens is, a bunch of quests become unlocked. Like, oh, these are the quests that you played before in G Generation, so you don't have to play them again. If you don't want to. Just give me a sec while I try to go boulder and then fire arrows and then a bunch of other spells. Yeah, we're still needing to learn all those other spells before we could actually use them. Yeah, so the same thing with G Generation F. If you have a completed G Generation 0, which is the second game in the series, and you have 100% completion, loading a G Generation's 100% save file will unlock all of the previous things that you were able to unlock in the previous game. So basically, the game gives you a head start. So you have to say, okay, these are the things that you played before in G Generation F, in G Generation 0. You don't have to play them again. You've unlocked basically
That
all the.
sounds
Yeah.
pretty cool. That's gonna be a hell of a project then. Will you do all 3 games or am I mistaken?
I won't do all 3 games. That's a bit overkill. Besides, the thing about the G Generation, or the first 3 G Generation games, is that come on, circle. Is that all the content of the previous games were included in the third game as well. So there's no real point. The only issue is if I load the content from previous games to play the game in its third iteration, you'll be missing out on a little bit of content that's available in game. But there's so much stuff in the game that's ridiculous. 100%ing the game is actually one of the hardest things you could actually do in gaming, bar none, because the game has like it has every single unit of Gundam ever made, ever in a collection, not only including from main source media from the anime, it includes all of the video games up to that point. So it includes side stories, OV. It includes not only side stories. It includes yeah, it doesn't. It includes whatchamacallit, side stories. It includes games from other mediums. So I think it included games that or characters that are exclusive to the Dreamcast, for example, that you wouldn't actually know about unless you were like a really like hardcore fan of Gundam. But they put everything in chronological order for you to be able to play and enjoy, and you could actually make your choice on what quests do you want to do first or second or last. And the only thing that's actually problematic is that the first quest, I think, if you decided to go with the okay, let's go do it chronologically. The first Gundam episode is the longest one. So we decided to go chronologically and say, okay, let's do Gundam 1. It's going to take 10 episodes, and each episode, 10 quests, and each of the quests is a two-parter. So there's a lot of content. And it also kind of spirals out of control with the amount of things that you could actually do. So technically, it's probably advisable to pick some of the smaller quests. Like, oh, you have a favorite? You have like a favorite series somewhere? Then you could start off with your favorite series. Yeah, that's the only issue that the game has. But most likely, I'm going to go in completely. I wouldn't say blind. Blind's the wrong word for it.
Jesus, sounds like a massive game. Any other Gundam fans here? I'll admit I don't know much about Gundam beyond huge mechs and character deaths.
Yep. It'll be interesting too, because playing through, the thing about it is newer generations of Gundam games that are strategy are much better in the sense that the game system's much more.
It is advisable to play all of .hack instead. LOL. My brothers love the heck out of Gundam and my friend Martin. I'm not much into Gundam myself, but I like big robots.
Yep. But it's the thing about Gundam as a series, or as it is originally, right? You have to think of it as a complete 180 as to how people approached giant robot series back then, right? Because usually when talking about giant robots back in the day, people think the first monetizable toys, Transformers, giant robots with arms that shoot pistols and stuff. But anyways, I'm going to end my little rant here for a little bit, unfortunately, because my lunch has arrived. And with that, I'm going to save state right here. Press quit. Quick save and exit. Save system data. And then switch over to my face cam. Just to say thanks for being here. Tomorrow, like I said, will be a day off. I'll spend some time editing a couple of things. I'll edit my first episode of SD Gundam. I'll also try to finish my first video regarding the Unlimited Saga remake. And yeah, that'll be the general gist of things for now. So I want to just thank everybody for being here. 44th, Randomanta, Smithy Myth, Edu Demon was here earlier. Thanks for being here, guys. And I thank all my other members, Pilux, Sephiroth Vale, Doug Bolden, Raphael Vaikachava, and Remy. Thank you for being members and supporting my channel monetarily. And yeah, we will actually see you guys soon. Have a happy 4th of July. Enjoy your holidays. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. It's me. I'm Biggie. And I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. No, that's the wrong bit.
Have a good day, Biggie, and all _ Biggie support.
There we
See you
go.
later, man. Take care. It was a good session.
Thank you, sir. I pressed S instead of pressing down. Darn it, game. Yep. Darn it, OBS. Yeah. Thanks for being here, everybody. See you guys in a bit.